Scorpio Soul Time. I'm Ronique, and I appreciate you joining me here on my YouTube channel. Every lunation cycle, you and I get together and discuss what is going on up in the heavens. Everything that is going on in the heavens affects us directly here on Earth. And it's an exciting time because we are ending 2021 and entering a new calendar year, 2022. Happy New Year to everyone. It's also an exciting time because we are coming into some really interesting energy as we enter into January of 2022. In this video, we're actually going to talk about the new moon in Capricorn because it actually is right at the start of the month, the start of the year on January 2nd. And then we're also going to talk about the month ahead. So I want you to take a look at the screen that was at the very beginning of this video. And I have outlined all the important dates in the astrology so that you can follow along and you can come back to this video throughout the month and be able to see how the energies are working out with you. And then we also have, like I said, we have that new moon that occurs on January 2nd, and then later on in the month we will have the full moon in Cancer that occurs on January 17th. For each of you, I would like you to look at your sun, moon, and your rising signs to see how this information plays out for you. I invite you to listen to the very beginning of each video to make sure that you understand not only the astrology, but for each of you, you know, the tarot cards will speak to you differently depending on your sign, depending on what type of life changes you're going through. So I do invite you not to skip over this very beginning part. Okay, so let's get right into it. So we open up the month of January with a new moon, and it's actually a supermoon in Capricorn on January 2nd, 2022. It already sounds weird saying 2022. It's going to take me a few weeks to get used to that, but we have this new moon occurring here in Capricorn. So we have the sun and the moon sitting in Capricorn at 1:33 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it is at 12 degrees and 19 minutes of Capricorn. Now, I want you to look back on Scorpio Soul Time in the playlist under probably astrology, or there might be one, the tarot and astrology playlist, to see all of the different lunation cycles that we've gone through, the new moon and full moon videos. If you look back at the, let's see, June 24th, when we had that full moon in Capricorn of 2021, that's going to give you a lot of insight into where you are closing up things, what illuminating topics came up and themes came up for you. Capricorn is an earth energy and represents your physical goals, your ambitions in the world, but also your responsibilities in your daily life. So at this time, this is a new moon, so you might be planting new seeds around your career, around your work, new goals. It is not a coincidence that Capricorn starts at the beginning of the year when we're all making New Year's resolutions. So this is a really good energy to figure out what it is that you want to start anew, and especially around anything in the physical world. Now, also at that new moon, we actually have 4 planets in Capricorn at this time. So it's really going to be a lot of rules, regulations. You're going to hear a lot of this, especially dealing with the pandemic, with the government, with rules and regulations, maybe around your workplace, around, and not just health. It could also deal with money. It can deal with like your tangible resources. And especially since Venus is also in retrograde at this time, don't be surprised if you're hearing more about health. You're hearing more about people trying to maybe regulate further than, you know, what you would like them to, whether it's at your job, it's in your community, it's your local government, it's your federal government. So don't be surprised if those themes continue throughout 2022, and especially in this January time. We also have Pluto and we have Venus, like I said, in Capricorn at this time. So we might have a lot of similar themes come up as when we were in January of 2021. For those of you who are in the US, remember that was when we were having, we're still trying to figure out who was going to be president. We still had all of that stuff going around with the vaccine, but we also had just like a lot of energy coming from that 2020 time. So don't be surprised if those same themes come up for you here in 2022. Also, on January 1st, I don't want to forget that the sun actually trines Uranus here. The sun up here in Capricorn will trine Uranus that is in Taurus. So another important insight at this time is Taurus and Scorpio are now the axis of the lunar nodes. So this is going to be really important as we move through 2022, because we have left the Gemini and Sagittarius axis and we are now into Taurus and Scorpio, which is also going to be around other people's money, your resources. So that's going to be a big theme over these next 18 months. I also pulled this Moonology card for the new moon in Capricorn, saying your hard work is paying off. And I think this is really important for each of us to figure out, where is it that our hard work in the past of 2021 was really helpful for us, but now as we move into this new year, what is it that we are ready to move forward on? What new seeds are we ready to plant, so that when we get to that full moon in Capricorn in June of 2022, we're able to look back and see what these last 6 months of seeds being planted, what has sprouted, what is, ready to harvest, etc. Okay, so like I said, check those dates on the very first screen of this video so you can see what all the lunation cycles are. All of the lunation cycles, but all of the important astrology dates. And I will see you back here with your sun, moon, and rising signs. Hi, Gemini. Welcome to your January 2022 full month ahead reading, as well as the new moon in Capricorn tarot reading. So we are going to pull a Moonology card that is going to help us get a theme for the year ahead for you all. So let's see what is in store for Geminis. Okay, so you have, what do you need to release? So there definitely is a theme, Gemini, of you all needing to let go of some type of baggage. Remember, we did just have your full moon in Gemini, that last full moon of 2021. So there definitely is this waning moon. There's something that you all are still holding on to, and it's time to let it go for 2022. Okay, so we're going to keep that up here as the theme for the year, Gemini. Let's pull a past, present, and future card for you all. The past will represent 2021. The present card will represent where we are in the month with the new moon in Capricorn and this month ahead. And then the future card will represent the 2022 year ahead. All right, Gemini. So let's see what we have in store here. Okay, so in the past, you all have the Six of Pentacles. Possibly you all got some type of gifts, or you were giving gifts to someone else, possibly a job, some type of resources came to you in 2021. In the present, you have the Five of Pentacles. So that's interesting. So literally, it's almost like you downgraded from the past to the present. So there must be something that maybe you did get a raise or something, but you weren't happy with it, or you're not happy with your job. So that's kind of interesting to see the 6 and then the 5. So it's almost like you're going backwards. And then in the present, you have the 10, or I should say the rest of 2022, you have the 10 of Swords, but in reverse. Glad to see that 10 of Swords is in reverse, but nevertheless, there's something that you are needing to let go of, and that's exactly what your waning moon card said here. So let's talk about 2021. You have this Six of Pentacles, and like I said, were you offered some type of job, or did you come into some new responsibilities that possibly someone gave you some opportunities? Did you get some money, some windfalls? Something was given to you, or you gave to someone else during 2021. So there is this nice feeling of those in need received what they needed, or you were able to give to those in need. But with this Five of Pentacles in the present at this new moon in Capricorn, there is this sense of you feeling either left out, maybe you didn't get what you thought you deserved, or if you feel like you've been overlooked for some type of opportunity, maybe there was a raise or a promotion that you thought you were going to get with this Five of Pentacles. There's some type of feeling like you've digressed at this new moon in Capricorn and entering into this year. So I would invite you at this new moon in Capricorn to take a look at your finances, take a look at where you're at with your job, your career, figure out what it is that's going to make you feel good, feel happy. Is it possible that you thought this job was one thing, but it really has turned out to be something else? So take a look at that as you enter into this new moon in Capricorn. Gemini, if you feel like you need to change jobs or start looking around, or maybe talk to some people and figure out, am I just feeling this way? Is my boss really a jerk? That type of thing. There's something that you're not feeling good about these resources that happened back here in 2021. And then in the future, or into the rest of 2022, you have the Ten of Swords in reverse. So there is some type of mental strain that's been going on. It could be from worrying about your job, worrying about situations with other people. But I feel like this is like a mental energy, Gemini. And remember, you all are an air sign, so you tend to always be almost like analysis paralysis, thinking through things too much. But with this Ten of Swords in reverse, I'm sensing that you're coming to the end of a cycle of not having to worry so much. It almost feels like maybe you've been able to move through this energy of worrying about your job and your money, and maybe it is time to release it. I feel like this is really spot on with you all with the Ten of Swords. What do you need to release? That's exactly what the Ten of Swords is. It's like, you're done, stop thinking about it, move on. So I would tell you all, Gemini, as you go through this new moon in Capricorn, and as you really take on this year, I think that you need to plant seeds of intentions around that new moon in Capricorn, just to figure out where it is that you want to put more of your energy, making sure you're not putting your energy in places that are not going to serve you, and being able to release whatever you don't need to make room for new abundance and new positive thinking. Okay, Gemini, I hope you all have a great 2022 ahead.